this video finds you blessed. My name is Anastasia. I am the breakup coach. I help people to break up with the old, unhealthy version of themselves and accept who they are today and step into a healthier version of themselves as they step into their future. So again, my name is Anastasia. I am the author of Dweller in the Valley, Wounds of an Emerging Queen. I am a contributing author to Queen Mindset, which is an anthology of phenomenal women that wrote devotionals and stories about healing for women. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I am the founder of my Sister Circle of Christ alongside my best friend, Queen T, also known as JD. And that's a little bit about me. I didn't know that was going to rhyme. So I wanted to come on here today to say Happy Women's Day. I believe it's March 8th, Happy Women's Day. And I just feel so blessed. I feel like God has just been with me. And God has blessed me to be here in beautiful Kona, Hawaii today. I just feel so grateful to be here. If it wasn't because of God, I wouldn't be here. So I just wanted to say Happy Women's Day to you all. And I want to do a quick, short review of the movie Creed 3. So if you haven't seen Creed 3 already, don't listen or watch this video because spoiler alert. So I wanted to bring up a few key points. And I know that's interesting. Why would I talk about Creed 3 on Women's Day? But I have a point. So a lot of people, I think, went to go see Creed 3, you know, the Creed and the Rocky movies. They're stories of an underdog, like overcoming, you know, trauma and crazy obstacles to really survive and have an amazing accomplishment. I think that's what the Rocky and the Creed movies represent. I think there's a deeper meaning. I took something very special away from the Creed 3 film. And what I took away from the Creed 3 film is that it is a call to action for Black men to go to therapy. And I know that a lot of people may not take that film in that way, but that's what I took from it. That's what I deduced from the film. I took that it was a call to action. Creed 3 was a love letter written to Black men to get into therapy. I think it was phenomenal how the film displayed trauma that the male leads went through in childhood and how it affected their adult lives. And I think it spoke to how important friendship is, to be there for your friends, to love on your friends, to operate in forgiveness, you know, to move forward and support your friends. That's something I took from the film. And I just think it was amazing how the film culminates, you know, after the boxing match at the end, how these two Black men connect with one another and just love on one another, making sure I'm not flashing y'all. But I just think that the way that these two men just healed together, even though boxing is a very brute sport, but how these men came to an understanding and were caring and loving towards each other eventually. And so that's something I took from the film. I really loved how Michael B. Jordan and Tess Thompson, I believe, the main characters as far as the marriage, how they displayed the marriage between this couple. I did some reading about the film and saw that the two of them went to couples counseling in character to prepare for these roles, which I think is amazing. And so I feel like people are about to come get my video. But I think it was amazing that they went to couples counseling in character. And at one point in the film, you know, the wife keeps asking the husband, like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? He doesn't want to tell her what's wrong. And I think that that's something that we see in marriage so much, where the wife will be probing the husband, you know, baby, what's wrong? Tell me what's going on. And the husband doesn't want to talk about it and keeps it to himself. And then at one point she asks him, is it me? You know, and I think sometimes so many of us women take that on and think, oh, I did something wrong, it's my fault. I'm the reason my husband's upset, he's going through something. He was going through things that affected him in his childhood before he even met her. That had nothing to do with her. And so I think that the film did a lovely job of displaying that Black men need to get into therapy and how it can impact marriage. And how if you're vulnerable to someone, it can make your marriage stronger, which I feel like the film displayed that. Lastly, I think something amazing that the film demonstrated was the parental relationships between us as Black people and our parents. Because so many of us, we don't want to set a boundary with our parents or let our parents know that something they did hurt us. And so Michael B. Jordan kind of took a stance and let his mom, or stepmom you could say in the film, let her know, you did something that really hurt me. And I love how they were able to reconcile, and each of them kind of had a reason for coming from their different perspectives. But I thought that was amazing, because so many of us Black people, we don't want to process trauma of things we've been through with our parents, because we don't want to disrespect our parents. But there's a way to address our parents and let them know you did something to hurt me without disrespecting them. And so I think this film kind of displayed the importance of doing that, because Michael B. Jordan's character felt betrayed by his mom and really had to work through those feelings. So I would say mainly I felt like this movie was a call to action for Black women, Black men to get therapy, because it showed the importance of Black male friendship and how therapy might have helped these men to not hurt each other the way that they did. I love how the marriage was depicted, especially seeing how the wife kind of was taking on the husband's problems. She encouraged him, like, you need to work through this stuff. You can't be behaving this way in front of our daughter. I feel like that was a call to action in a way for Black men to get into therapy. And the way that Donnie Creed's character interacted with his mom in the film, I think it just displays there's so much that we need to unpack that can be unpacked in therapy. So why would I be talking about this on Women's Day? I think International Women's Day is not just about what we as women need to do to empower each other, but also what, for people who are not women, what you can do to support women and love on women. And so I think specifically what what Black men can do to uplift Black women, to empower Black women, to esteem Black women, to love Black women. The biggest thing I think that a Black man can do for a Black woman is get into therapy. Get into therapy. Go see an individual therapist, talk about your feelings, process your childhood trauma, find a men's group that's going to hold you accountable, get a male mentor, get into church, go to couples counseling. So that is my call to action. That is my ask to be a blessing to women on International Women's Day. What can you do to bless women on International Women's Day? Right now, this is my call to action for Black men to get into mental health therapy. I think that's one of the best things that Black men can do to bless themselves, heal themselves, and also be a blessing to us Black women as well. So I was trying to be short and sweet to the point. Again, my name is Anastasia. I'm the breakup coach, licensed professional counselor. I do mental health therapy with various clients. If you want to connect with me, make sure you're following me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting videos from this amazing trip where I've been in Kona, Hawaii. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Anna, the Life Coach. And also, I'm helping people with their resumes, their cover letters. I'm doing interview skills coaching. So if that sounds good to you, DM me the word resume. DM me the word resume, and I will help you with your resume. If you need help with your cover letter, if you need me to help you prep for a job interview, I got your back. I just want to let you know that God is alive. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God knew you before you were in your mother's womb. God hand-selected you to be here. You can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens you. And yeah, you were created in God's image, okay? You're created in God's image. So love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love on yourself today. And happy International Women's Day. All right, y'all. I'm about to go play on the beach. Bye.